I've got to say I was very pleased to read an article by David Pemberthy telling us what you're up to in South Australia. Some will say it's branch stacking. What you're doing is what political parties should do, is you're signing up members, and you're a Conservative Liberal and you're trying to get the Conservatives to show a bit of spine and have a bit of power in your home state of South Australia now. Tell us about your success and why Conservative Liberals around the rest of the country should be doing the same thing.
Well, look, I mean, it is interesting. I always hear those criticisms and think to myself, well, that is exactly why we have membership officers at branch level. That's the job, right? To bring people in who share our values. That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about bringing Liberals back to the Liberal Party. We've seen too much splintering of the Liberal Party in the last, probably 10 years, maybe more, where smaller parties have emerged and the vote has become fractured. And I understand why. I understand why that's happened. The party took to the last election a pretty poor platform at state level for re-election. I think it was a very, sort of left-leaning government, which ultimately was dealt with by the electorate. We don't want to do that again. We want to see people coalescing around our values, and I think that's what people want when they want the Liberal Party. They want to see that. Now, that starts at membership level. It starts by making sure that people get involved, that people start pre-selecting candidates that will stand for those values without fear or favour. And that's what's happening. I mean, I make no apologies for encouraging people to join this movement, to get back involved with politics, get back involved with us. And people want to do that, they can contact me at alex@believeinblue.com.au, Chris.
But the same thing has to happen federally. The reason you lost the federal government was there's no alternative. There was hardly any difference between the major parties when it came to climate change. You're both on net zero. Your own current colleague, we just saw in that overlay, the moderate leader in South Australia, Senator Simon Birmingham. I mean, to listen to him talk about climate policies now and energy policies now, you might as well be listening to Penny Wong or Chris Bowen. So you've got to get the Conservatives back in control of the party, or having a strong say in the party right across the country.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. And in fact, I think we're at our absolute best when we're pitching to that crowd. I think the 2019 election shows that. The quiet Australians are the ones that always win these elections. And we can't be suckered into that. It's not enough to try and echo the Labor and the Greens on climate, on whatever you want to talk about. We don't. I always think about the commercial, the Nike commercial, if I could be like Mike. And we don't want to do that with his. We don't want to be like the Greens. We don't want to be like Labor. We can't be Labor light. We've got to be the Liberal Party. Look, you're absolutely right. We've got to get real Liberals back into the Liberal Party. We're doing it here in SA, and I'm confident the Peter Dutton-led opposition will be something to behold. So hang in there.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Alex. Good on you. That's what it's all about. It's the contest of ideas, and the Conservatives have been too quiet over the last decade, that's for sure.